wanted to talk to you on this podcast since I started it because we were chatting on the Feed Me set, which, by the way, congratulations. Nominations just came out. I know by the time this airs, the awards may have already happened, but you worked incredibly hard on that project, and I'm happy to see you got recognized. So a little shout out to you for that.
It was so great to do that, honestly.
Yeah. For anybody who doesn't know, can you just describe that film in like one sentence?
Oh, one sentence?
Mm-hmm.
How about this? Sheltered Christian girl gets possessed by sex demon, has a lot of sex and gets exorcised. Yeah.
There you go. You can see it on Adult Time. There was also a monster vagina.
Yeah. My vagina had teeth and it talked in a German accent.
There you go.
I say this a lot, but I'm adopted. Not many people expect that. So I was raised by a white family in Oklahoma, which was interesting as an Asian. Well, we were raised Catholic, and very much so. Like, my dad was a Sunday school teacher. I was an altar server. And that obviously was like a big part of it. So I am now burdened with a lot of Catholic guilt and unresolved trauma. And then with my family specifically, it was definitely hard. Since I always had a difficult childhood, I planned on moving out like pretty early. I moved out the week after I turned 18. Just done with that shit. But you know, being fresh 18, living on your own, like, it's tough. So I started doing sex work a few months after. And, you know, that led me to sugar babying, to camming, to porn in Florida, and now out here. Well, I never really had an education on it, so I had to kind of figure it out myself. Honestly, I don't even think I had my first orgasm until I was like 18. Because, I mean, I never had a chance to like buy toys or anything. And I have learned that fingers are not enough for me. They do not go fast enough. So I feel it was kind of weird. I had like these few years where I would just like get like really close, and then it was like, never mind.
When it happened, were you planning for it? Did you know what it was? Was it a surprise?
First time I like had a real like obvious orgasm, I was actually camming. And I was using my Hitachi, and I squirted, and I was like, holy shit, like, I actually got that, like, on cam. You guys got to see, like, my first big O. Like, that's exciting.
Yeah.
And then I came, like, 15 more times. How many takes you have to do? I mean, when you're watching porn, you're like, this doesn't look fucking complicated. It's just sex. But then you gotta do like a 30-second intro 6 times for the 3 different angles and the safety take, and it was a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, so the whole filmmaking process, all the hours we put into the first 5 minutes. Yeah.
I did not think I would ever have 16-hour-long days for porn.
Yes.
I did not expect that.
Yeah. Or perhaps a prosthetic monster vagina. But both things have happened.
It's cool.
Hey, there you go.
I mean, like, I've watched it here and there, just kind of like out of curiosity. You know, everyone's watching porn. What is it? But I've learned that it's not really my thing. I prefer to read my porn.
Yeah.
Sometimes I watch hentai, though. That's easier, especially since I don't have to see people I know. I would say that with those specifically, with like gender, sexuality, don't be afraid to let it change. I feel like a lot of people think, you know, once I choose something, once I label myself, I can't do anything different. But, you know, it's perfectly normal for you to change. You could go from thinking you're straight to bi, back to straight, maybe to lesbian. Like, it goes all over the place. And it's okay if you don't know now. Like, there's always time to explore and figure it out. Like, there's people coming out as gay in like their 60s, you know?
Yeah, it's true. And like consent, it's ever evolving, right?